Okay, I assume I am on here live. I'm just going to do the binding today, or the binding off, I should say. Again, with the microphone, here it is. It's on. So when you get your hot pad up to the length and width you want, which is about 6 inches, you're going to finish it by binding it off. And I do that on the purl side. Get a comfortable position here. What you're going to do is you're going to knit one stitch, knit another stitch, and take that first stitch and carry it over the second stitch. And that's one bind off. Knit one stitch, the previous stitch goes over this stitch, pull it over, keep going like that, knit one stitch, take the previous stitch, pull it over, knit one stitch, pull over, knit one stitch, take that other stitch, carry it over that stitch, and see, that'll make a nice border. Okay, you're knitting, and then you're taking this stitch and pulling it over the top of the other stitch. Just keep going like that all the way down. This is the front side, and this is the back side. You can do it on the knit side too. It has a little bit different look to it. What you're seeing on the back side now, these loops, is what you're going to see on the front side if you do it on the knit side, the bind off. Almost there. You see that picture in the background there? That little girl with that pink border? That's a counted cross stitch. Took me about a year to finish. All right, we're at the last one. We can now cut off our thread. Oh, about 2 inches or so. All right, now what I do is I take my needle out, knitting needle, and I put in a crochet hook, and I bring that thread that you cut off through that loop. And then pull it tight. And then what you do is you just wind that in wherever you want to. Wind it in to the opening. Find an opening. Go down a little bit. All right, now it's getting tangled. Okay, I got it. So go back and forth. You could also use a knitting actually it's a yarn needle, it's called. It's a thicker needle and it has a big, the eye of the needle is thick. It's wide so you can get yarn through it. You don't really need all this to bring through, but kind of like that. And then you just cut it off. All right. This is a little smaller than 6 inches, but you just keep going as long as you want it. If you want it for a pot holder, you would make it thicker, or you could double knit 2 together, make 2 of these, and then sew them together so that it's thicker. Then you can just fold it over and pick up your pan or whatever. And here, this side, we're just gonna, this is a beginning yarn that you started on with the cast on. Do the same thing, just carry it in here in between the spaces. I'm just doing a whip stitch, but if you don't want it, see these colors don't match now because this is white and that's red, but you could bring it down and bring it in through a red portion or go down this side into the red. I'm just trying to do it faster. And then I would recommend ironing this out. Use moisten a towel, like a kitchen towel or a flour sack towel. Put that on top of here and then iron the corners because they're curling. See, they're curling. And iron this down so it stays. All right. Now I wanted to start the table runner, the mesh table runner. And I think I pointed out last time already that sometimes it's kind of hard to get that first row started. So I use both needles, see, 2 together, and these are size 7. And then bind off using both needles so the first stitch is looser. Like I said in my first video, this is going to be 82 stitches. So you would take your beginning yarn and then measure about 10 inches for 10 stitches. So like this would be 10 stitches. And then keep going, 20 stitches, 30 stitches, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. And that's where you would start your cast on. But I already put 3 stitches on here. But my first video, I'll show you how to do that from the beginning. So I've got 3 on here. Now we're just going to keep casting on over these 2 needles. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Push it down. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. I don't expect you to go this fast. Do it at your own pace. 27, 28, 29, 30. Watch the first video on the hot pad and I will go over the cast on. 30. Oops. 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70. Now, I don't have much left. I don't know if I'm going to make it to 80. All right, I think I'm going to count these just to make sure. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52, 54, 56, 58, 60, 62, 64, 66, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78. I might have to add one. 79, 80. There is a way to do this. Come on, I know you're short. Come on. Let me just finish. Oh, I think I got it. I only got a little bit left. So when you're doing 10 inches for 10 stitches, you might want to go up to 12 inches for 10 stitches. All right, we'll see if this works. I might have to show you how to do an increase if I need an extra stitch. All right, you pull that one knitting needle out of there. And now your first stitch, knit stitch, gets taken off that needle and carried over. You don't knit it. And I'm going to hold this so it doesn't come loose. All right, and then you go yarn over, which is you put your yarn over your needle, and then you knit two together. The next two get knit together. These two green ones, see? I like to loosen them from the top, and then when you knit them, you go in from the bottom, and you catch it, and you go down. And the yarn is not catching very well. All right, yarn over. There we go. We'll get that first one done. There. So this is just to slip it off your needle, the first one. And then there's a yarn over and then knit two together. And this is called a mesh pattern, like a lacy pattern. And all it is, it's the same look in the front as it is in the back. That's why I like it. So 80 inches, that's about the size of a table runner, the width. But you can make it as long or as short as you want. So, okay, we're going to do the yarn over the right needle and then knit two together. Go in from the top, loosen these two up, and then go in from the bottom and just knit these two together. And this is going to, oh, I forgot a little bit here. There. Okay. Same thing all the way across. Yarn over, knit two together. The first row is the hardest. Yarn over, loosen these up, and from the bottom, catch that yarn from your left hand, bring it down. Okay, yarn over, and from the top, yarn over, now see how you're creating those holes with the yarn over, knit two together, yarn over, knit two together, yarn over, knit two together, yarn over, knit two together. These are longer needles. I'm not sure the length, probably 12 or 13 inches. So you'll be able to get most of this on the needle. Otherwise, if you use a shorter needle, it'll all be bunched together. You won't be able to see what you're doing as you complete your rows. Yarn over, knit 2 together. Yarn over, knit 2 together. Yarn over, knit 2 together. Yarn over, loosen them up, going from the bottom, catch both of those stitches in your needle and bring down the yarn from your index finger of your left hand. So I looked on YouTube and I didn't find anything for how to knit a Christmas table runner. Everybody's crocheting, I guess. Yarn over, knit 2 together. All right, we're getting there. Yarn over, knit 2 together. 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 Whoop. Yarn over, loosen those 2 so you can get your needle in from the bottom. Yarn over, knit 2 together. Yarn over, knit 2 together. See, how's that? It's already pretty. Yarn over, knit 2 together. Yarn over, knit 2 together. Yarn over, knit 2 together. Now I just got to count my last stitches here. Knit 2 together. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1. Okay. So this pattern is a multiple of 2, or you have to have an even number. Like I picked 80, but then you have to add 2, so it would be 82 because your first stitch and your last stitch are the border stitches. So the pattern is actually on 80 stitches. Okay, yarn over, knit 2. So when I do my last yarn over, knit 2, I still have to have 1 left for the border. Yarn over, knit 2. Yarn over, knit 2. Yarn over, knit 2 together. Always knit 2 together. Now, I said that it's going to look the same in the back as it does in the front. And the last stitch, you purl. So going from the top, bring that red yarn down and catch it, and then bring it up. All right, now we're going to turn around and do the same thing. And I got to grab a drink. Okay, same thing, which was slip the first stitch off the needle, the left needle, and just slip it onto the right needle. You don't knit it. So here we go again with the yarn over, knit two together. I don't know if I mentioned this. These are size 7 needles. This yarn is a little thicker, so. And also if you use bigger needles, it won't take as long to knit because you're making bigger stitches. Remember what I said? Yarn over, knit two together. Yarn over, knit two together. Yarn over. You might be able to grab these without loosening them because you're on the second row. So you can just do this part. You can just go in from the bottom right away because they're looser now. You can get your needle in there. All right, yarn over. There really is no fast way to do this, but it's very relaxing because it's a very easy pattern. Yarn over, knit two together. Oh, I'm in such a habit of going in there and loosening the stitches. All right, I'm trying not to do that. That's just another thing to add to what you need to know. Did I go in again? I don't know. It's such a habit. Okay, yarn over. Go in from the bottom, yarn over. These two, they're right next to each other. Okay, this pattern is called a mesh, M-E-S-H. Yarn over. Yeah, okay, I'm still doing that, loosening it up. I know it's an extra step, but it's helpful. Yarn over, knit two together. Yarn over, knit two together. Yarn over. See, I'm just doing this, loosening up those stitches. That's the way I always did it. But if you can do it without that, it's going to be a little harder to get that needle in there. But it's doable, see? It just takes, you have to go slower. Let's yarn over and catch these two and knit. Yarn over, catch these two and knit. Oh, did I miss one here? I have to go back. I think I screwed up here. Did I? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's do that one again. I got these two now. Yarn over, knit two together. There always has to be two next to each other. Yarn over, knit two together. Okay, I'm not getting this here. This one has to be up here. All right. Knit two together. Yarn over. 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 Knit two together. Yarn over, knit two together. Yarn over, knit two together. Yarn over, knit two together. Knit two together. Take your yarn over. Knit these two together. Almost at the end. Two together. Two together. Two more. Yarn over. Knit two together. And then the last stitch we purl, remember? So the first stitch we just put it over to the other needle, slip it over on the other needle without knitting it or purling it. Yarn over, knit two together. And then the last one we purl. And that little thingamajig is in there. Where are you sticking around, huh? Get out of here. All right. Now let's look again. Remember, yarn over, slip first one, slip it off. And then you start doing the yarn over, knit two together, all the way down till you get to the end. And the last one is a purl that stitch. Why you're doing is this, because you're going to have a nice border, a nice even border. You're not going to have any knots in it or bumps in it. So it'll look nice. So let's just keep going, and then I'm going to turn on the Christmas music. Because it's almost Thanksgiving and the stores have got it on. Right? All right, slip it. I do it from the top. Just slip that one over. And now yarn over, knit two together. I hope you're finding this not too difficult as a beginner. If you are, just keep practicing watching the knitting and purling, the first 2 videos of the hot pad. Keep practicing, yarn over, knit 2 together. So here you don't have to go in from the top to loosen it, because your stitches are pretty loose, unless you want to. Then you just make it as long as you want. If you want it just for the middle of your table, or if you want it to come all the way down, hang over the ends, then you gotta make it pretty long. Maybe like, I don't know, 70 inches or so to hang over. Let's have a look. You can put fringe on or embellishments, whatever. Little bells would be cute too. Little embellished Christmas trees. You know, the type you buy for jewelry. The metal ones, those little Christmas tree charms. Oh, I find myself still doing this. Just want to show you how wide this is going to be. That's with 80 inches or 80 stitches cast on. If you can knit to the rhythm of the music, that's our goal, right? Loosen up. Let me in there, let me in there. Okay, the last one is a purl stitch. In from the top, bring that yarn down, catch it from the bottom, take it through that loop. All right. Continue on. Slip your first stitch off the left needle onto the right needle. Yarn over, and two together. Yarn over, and two together. Yarn over. Yarn over, knit two together. Front side, same as the back side. Okay, purl your last stitch. Turn. All right. Slip that stitch off to the other needle. Yarn over. And two together, always the same. Yarn over. And two together. Okay, what's going on here? I think I dropped one. Let's go with this. Okay. Yarn over. I got an extra stitch here. I don't know. I'll just count that as one. There will be times when you have an error. Looks like I have two stitches together here. Just gotta separate these two. Okay, I got it now. Make sure you always have two stitches in it together. Yeah, that was it. See, here's one. Here's your yarn over, and then there's the one knit stitch. Let's see how this looks. Looks good. I think it's beautiful. I don't know why on the camera it looks blue, but the colors are red, green, and white. Coming along. I'm going to finish this and donate it to the craft fair at church. People don't realize how much time these things take. So you're actually not paying for your time. You're just paying for the material. Okay, this has been about an hour we're looking at just to get to this point. Depending on how many hours a day you work on this, I would say it would take at least a week, unless you're going to sit here and knit day and night. But it's worth it. See the pattern? And then you've got these right leaning stitches right here, which are part of the pattern. Okay, there's this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. They're leaning to the right. All right, that's it for today. Just keep working on that, and then I'll be back and I'll keep working at it, depending how long I want to make it. I'm not sure yet. If I want to make it to hang over the table at the edge, it'll take me a good week and a half. Alrighty, guys, thanks for watching, and keep practicing. You might not all be ready to do this. For me, it's easy because I like it because it's the same in the front and the back. Normally, when you do knitting, like with the hot pad, the front is the knit side, and the back is the purl side. But as with this, you can see, doesn't matter what side you put it on your table, because they're both the same. All right, take care. Today's, what is it, Saturday? Oh, have a nice weekend. Thanks again for stopping by. I really appreciate it. And if you like my videos, Please leave a thumbs up and subscribe. Bye for now.